During the World War II, Manhattan Project was led by the United States in collaboration with United Kingdom and Canada. This project was researching and developing production of nuclear weapon. To force Japan to surrender and finally end the war, US President Harry S. Truman approved the decision to drop the atomic bombs on Japan. Little Boy, the first bomb carried on the board of Enola Gay, plane named after the mother of the pilot Paul W. Tibbett, was dropped at 8:15 a.m. on the 6th of August 1945 on Hiroshima. 3 days later, on the 9th of August 1945, the second bomb, named Fat Man, was dropped from the plane Boxcar on Nagasaki. Approximately 140,000 people died in Hiroshima and 70,000 in Nagasaki from acute exposure to the blast and later from long-term radiation poisoning. I stand at every door, but none can hear my silent threat. I knock, and yet remain unseen, for I'm dead, for I'm dead. I'm only 7, though I died in Hiroshima long ago. I'm 7 now as I was then. When children die, they do not grow. My hair was scorched by thrilling flame. My eyes grew dim, my eyes grew blind. Death came and turned my bones to dust, and that was scattered by the wind. I need no fruit, I need no rice, I need no sweets, nor even bread. I ask for nothing for myself, for I'm dead, for I'm dead. All that I need is that for peace. You fight today, so that the children of this world can live and grow and laugh and play.
Island.
Yeah, that is one of the most famous pictures, I think, from Japan when you Google. This is this famous shrine with a kind of impression of floating a Tori Gate. It is called Itsukushima Shrine, and Itsukushima means literally the island of warships. It was built in 593 by Saeki no Kuramoto. This whole area, it's a shrine, it's a floating shrine. The high tides of the seawater is making that it is floating, and why this Tori Gate was built in the sea where the tides rise and fall. Because Tori Gate, it's the gate, the entrance between the ordinary world and the sacred world, and the island was considered as a sacred place, as a place of worships. So this Tori Gate was the entrance to the island, and because of the island it is considered as a sacred, it's considered as a god or kami in the Shinto religion. And the Tori Gate, the gate to this world of the gods or kamis, was built on the water because by building it they didn't want to damage the god or kami. That's why it was not built on the island but in the entrance to the island on the water. And this place is very impressive. I have to say, when we came here, when we arrived this morning, I was feeling kind of the peace in me here when we arrived here, even though it's relatively busy already from the early morning, but it is kind of really gave me this feeling of peace, of calmness here when we arrived. Maybe because it's at the sea and you can also feel the wind and the smell of the water, and this place is just outside of Hiroshima, and I think it is also very symbolic to me that this place of gods was just outside of the city, which was bombed with the first atomic bomb.
Somewhere there over the city there was ground zero, so from here you could actually watch how this bomb exploded.
Yeah, I think you could see it from very far away because it was
such a light bomb. It is feeling weird, no?
Yeah.
That 70 years ago this was just a mess.
It was just the ashes, yeah? There was just,
yeah.
I read yesterday of a story of a survivor of atomic bomb on Hiroshima, and he described this as 10 times brighter and hotter as the sun. It was feeling like sun would explode. So it is really hard to imagine nowadays how it was. Yeah, the city is really specific to me, and because of the history, but also how it managed to rise from these ashes of this really terrible tragedy. Yeah, they are these places which are, I don't know, giving you this peace, and they're feeling like nothing happened, yeah? Or maybe because of that is the feeling
Maybe.
of this peaceful, and I don't know, I have the feeling that people of Hiroshima, they are very specific to me. Until now, this is my favorite city in Japan.
Mine too.
The people are really nice and really friendly, and many of them, they speak English and they speak to you, they smile to you.
We just had this, let me say something. We arrived with the big backpacks here, and we were just standing in front of this Lawson shop with our backpacks, and there came a guy on a bike, and he was just stopping and asking us, how are you doing, where are you from, and you had a nice chat, no?
I had a really nice chat with him because I told him that I'm from Poland, and he asked me if I know a Polish singer. He couldn't say her surname, but he said her name is Basia, and then we figured out he meant Basia Trzelewska.
You figured it out, not me. Oh.
Because he said she was giving a concert here in the 90s, and he remembers it because she was so kind and so respectful to the people of Hiroshima that she was saying, we don't know our languages, but what is connecting us is English and it's the music. And she was translating her lyrics of her songs to Japanese and reading to the people who came to this concert and explaining what the song is about. And it stayed in their memories so strong, obviously. And this is the first person. We've been traveling so often and we've been to so many places, So people actually recognize me that I'm from Poland because all of them, they know Lewandowski. And this guy knew Basia Trzelewska. And this is something what never happened to me and probably will never happen again. And do you know what? If you were, I forgot to ask you what's your name even. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
But if you are watching it, I have to tell you that you made my day, really.
Mine too. It was really cool, really cool. And it was a good first impression of the city, and it stayed like that. I expected a city, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect such a nice atmosphere city.
It is so green here, and it is so many benches which you can sit on.
Just
really
nice.
Great place. I love it. I seriously love this place.
Yeah.
And if we ever come back to Japan, I definitely want to come back to Hiroshima, and I want to stay here longer and see more places.
The city has a soul. They didn't take it away.
No. Yeah.
It is really
It
like
raised from the ashes, and it kept this soul.
Yeah.
Maybe the people, the souls of the victims are protecting the city, but there is something special in it.